This is an Arizona decode. The man you're looking at right here, his name is Michael Wiseman, fled the U.S. following a conviction for sexual exploitation of a minor. He's arrested in France after spending more than a decade on the run.
A Scottsdale fugitive on the run now for nearly 20 years is finally caught, all the way over in Europe. Police say their #2 most wanted fugitive, Michael Wiseman, was arrested in France. 12 News journalist Sean Rice is here now to explain how detectives across different continents helped to finally bring him in. Sean.
Yeah, Troy, this was quite a lengthy investigation and a lot of commitment by Scottsdale police as well. They tell me this case started in Scottsdale back in 2008. That's when Michael Wiseman was arrested here in Arizona for child exploitation. Since then, he's fled the country multiple times, but Scottsdale PD detectives, they never gave up. Now, after years of tracking digital clues all around the world, they have finally got their man. Living on the run, not once, but twice.
There's enough resources out there that you can't live a normal life if you're on the run for that long.
Michael Wiseman's run-in with the law began back in 2008. Scottsdale police opening an investigation into possession of child pornography. After his arrest, Wiseman cut off an ankle monitor and fled the country, evading capture for years.
He was applying for a pilot's license in Spain using his real name, and his potential employer Googled his name and found that he was on Scottsdale's most wanted list and called Spain authorities.
Wiseman would be extradited back to the States, convicted and sentenced to time on probation. But he fled again, this time disappearing into Asia and Europe under an alias. The case went on for a decade with little developments when Sergeant Dustin Patrick took over the case.
In 2022, we found a virtual mailbox that somebody was using, and the IP addresses that were being accessed were being accessed from Vietnam.
Investigators traced him to Poland, then France, when a search warrant on his email led to a break in the case.
Someone had shipped him something, and they took a picture of the shipping receipt, which included an address. And so that is what gave us the address in France.
That address in Kilstedt, France, a rural community in northeastern France, population 2,500. French authorities arrested Wiseman on November 1st and discovered new evidence, videos showing him sexually abusing one of his adopted children.
It feels incredible that from 2022 to 2025, my team and I didn't give up. And we just kept coming across dead ends, and then we kept overcoming them.
Now only one fugitive remains on the Scottsdale Police Most Wanted list. Robert Fisher, the man wanted for allegedly killing his family, setting their home on fire, and fleeing. The department.
Right, and that's a whole nother story right there. Okay, so hopefully you were able to hear that. Oh, okay, so what I need to do, go back over here for a second and let me prepare this. And there'll be another video that I play. Okay, so Arizona fugitive arrested in France after spending more than a decade on the run. Look at this right here, okay? Because they say this guy's out of Scottsdale. Check it out. I mean, Arizona and Michael, his name's Michael, both have 39 in the language. If you look over to the right of the screen, do you notice a 1 and a 5? Arizona, 105. France, 115. Arrested in France, out of Arizona. And look at Michael, 51. So the dude's name's Michael. You can see how the letters convert to numbers. And you can see how the connection with Arizona here. And with France, if you want a little more evidence of this, notice Arizona equals 105 right there. 105 days before Arizona's birthday, Michael Wiseman was taken into custody in France. See that right there? With Arizona equaling 105. I go and enter it. Every time I have a Arizona decode, I'm factoring in Arizona's birthday, okay? Arizona 105, taken into custody 105 days before Arizona's birthday. That's Valentine's Day. And look how this works, because you see 105 days is the same as 15 weeks, right? Look, top right. 105 is like 15. And again, France, 115 is like 15. Michael equaling 51 is 15 reversed. See that? Now, something else, with that November 1 date right there, 111, there's always an Arizona New York connection, just a side note. Okay. Remember, New York equals 39 as well. And don't forget the Diamondbacks beat the Yankees after 9/11. Okay. So just a little side note um, with that right there. Okay. So again, we see the 111 here with this trending story. Irrelevant to where we're at here. Oh, he also faces a separate charge in France of RAPE and SA of a youngster under the age of 15. And Arizona's next birthday's got 15 numerology. I, we don't, we're not 100, like, this is what they tell us, okay? I see like one picture of the guy, maybe there's two. We cannot be 100% sure in this decoding world that it's not AI. Okay. Um, I am sensitive to these situations that happen with little ones, similar to what they're telling us here. I'm sensitive to that. But what are the chances that it's not a coincidence every day that this lands? I do this every day, drop 2 videos a day, okay? 105 days before Arizona's birthday, taken into custody, and Arizona equals 105. And we're only a couple of slides in. That's probably the big hit here, though, okay? After spending nearly 14 years on the run, Arizona police said their second most wanted fugitive was arrested in France. Sexual exploitation of a minor equals 144, like 14. Arizona's birthday on the 14th. This is an actor with the same name, Michael Wiseman, right here. Best known for his portrayal of Johnny Rizzo in the 2012 CBS series Vegas. Remember, Arizona founded in 1912. Okay. Arizona's birthday, 14/2. 14 minus 2 is 12. We may come back to that. This guy's got the same name as this guy. Look, they look semi-similar. Semi-similar, which is interesting, right? And this guy's an actor right here. Same name. Michael Wiseman. Look at his birthday, the actor. The 12th day of the 4th month. Remember, Arizona's birthday is February 14, 214. Look at this birthday from right to left, 214, the 12th day of the 4th month. Same name. Look at that. And they look semi-similar. One's got a big grin on his face. Okay? Look. Isn't that interesting? And then this guy's an actor. If you didn't catch it, you might not have, because this stuff is like magic when it's right in front of your face. Remember, I mentioned 9/11 with the connection with Arizona. Wow. And then this guy taken into custody 111. Did I mention New York equals 111? I didn't. And the 11th state, Police Sergeant Dustin Patrick told KPNX of Mesa that Wiseman was captured after he tried applying for a pilot's license in Spain using his real name. Pilot, like airplanes, Arizona. Come on, man. Patrick told KPNX that investigators discovered that Wiseman had adopted two children in Vietnam and had obtained a legitimate Polish passport under his alias. I threw this in at the end. Police Sergeant Dustin Patrick, that's just how they have it. 100, just like sexual exploitation. 100. You see that? Now we'll play the first video.
Taking a look at some of the stories trending right now on our website, fox10phoenix.com.
After nearly 2 decades on the run, one of Scottsdale's most wanted fugitives has finally been captured in another country. Michael Wiseman was arrested this week in France. He's been wanted since 2008 on multiple counts of sexual exploitation of a minor. Investigators say Wiseman had been living under an alias and was found with new evidence of child sexual abuse involving his adopted child. French authorities have now charged him with rape and sexual assault of a minor. He will be tried in France first before being extradited back to the U.S.
Hunt is recalling over 400,000.
All right, and I'm just going to look at a couple of things on the fly here. France founded date. It may not land. I'm checking, okay? September 29th. Oh, September 22nd. I don't notice anything amazing with that just from looking. Scottsdale founded date. June. Look at this. 1951. Scottsdale founded in 1951. Remember, Michael equals 51 right there to go with all the 15s. 105, 115. You see that? That's kind of how I like to decode, where I want to see it. I don't necessarily, when I'm adding on, I just want to see it right away. And look, they said number 2 most wanted out of Scottsdale, or whatever the news actor person said there. Okay, and there may be something else right here in front of my face. And you see France 922 right there. I'm not noticing anything with that right away, but I'll just go ahead and I'll leave that one alone. Look, I mean, I think there's like one picture of the guy. Okay, maybe two. Might be the. We don't know. Look, they're all blurry. You see what I'm saying? And again, it may be 100% true. I'm not saying. I'm just explain the 51 105. Explain to me the actor with the same name and he's got the same numbers as Arizona's birthday. You know what I'm saying? I'm a decoding channel. I'm pointing out interesting things that I show here. Okay, so he's probably definitely looking at some time, right? First arrested in 2008. And look, in November of that year, while under court-ordered monitoring, he cut off his ankle bracelet and fled. Now he's arrested in November. That it's that same month. You see that right there? Later tracked to Spain, where he was arrested in '09. In 2012, sentenced but fled again. And there's that 12 again, right there. There's the 12 one more time. Um, so yeah, right. So that again, this is Arizona decodes A to Z, like the alphabet, right? We'll see. We'll see what comes of this, but dude, look, even the articles on the 12th right there. Arizona founded in 1912. A lot of 12s. Okay, so we'll see what comes of this. Arizona fugitive arrested in France after spending more than a decade on the run. Michael Wiseman, again, fled the U.S. following a conviction for sexual exploitation of a minor. Okay, thank you for being here. Until next time.